Sure, grand.
Yaphila futhi njani?
Nami grand. Sifuna nje usicelele wena. Ba ungubani?
Sure.
You know how you got into the game.
Oh, okay.
All that jazz.
Oh, okay. I'm not upset. UPS to the ET, as I've spelled it most of the time with my tracks. You know, when I freestyle, I just like to spell it. Yeah, when I just grew in a time where we had to like show skill, on the mic. And then some people are just slow. When you just get on the cipher and you spell some shit, someone else is thinking that you're already talking something, and then you sleep on that. And when you just hit them with a punch, already overhead, whatever you're talking, whatever content, and people just roll you out. But yeah, enough of that.
Yeah.
Just in the fields, we're upset. Abanye bamazungihangarated, upstick, as I said, UPS to the ET, wasitinaga, kwanobuhle. I represent hip hop, mostly underground, but that's the status. Well, it's just I don't believe in the underground or commercial. One other way, because we're in the age where even underground sells.
Yeah,
one other way. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, do a setinaga, put a setinaga proof. Yeah, one other way. Etinaga, what can I say? It's been a long time since I started in the game. It's so much that I would like to talk about, but I know one other way, I can only just say a few things because there's a lot of history behind it. I'm mostly grown by it, by at the same time.
Yeah,
I'm mostly grown by it. There was a close friend of mine, RIP Uzama, esoteric, from New Brighton, Edumula, Uzama, Ostelo. That's my dude right there. The first nigga who told me, my nigga, I'm gonna be Riza. You're gonna be all them 9 motherfucking niggas from Wu-Tang. My nigga, I'm gonna produce for you. I'm gonna make beats for you. I'm gonna introduce you to shit that you never seen. That's why my nigga, what? Like Jay, one night, like that. Yeah, well, and this nigga is a nigga like. I did almost everything with. Like we was like staying together, did crimes with, I did like a lot of shit, even turned and be good and went back and forth with life. I grew up with this nigga basically, that's what I'm saying. So I learned how to pick apart the computer and put it back together from watching that nigga. He learned how to write a rhyme from watching me and stuff like that. That's the shit that like we were used to. Yeah, when that nigga when me and that nigga like grew apart because babadala and shit, and the life just
the separate ways.
Separate ways. Life started getting crazier. His side, my side, all of that stuff. And in the game, I started slacking a lot because I tell you the truth. The time there's so much hip hop, it introduced me to the street.
Yeah,
it did introduce me to the street. I don't know. It can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. Yeah, well, I don't know what most people say, because people will tell you like, "Hey, hip hop is bad for you. Hip hop is this. We talk about this and that." And I learned. I think that and picked myself up back again and enjoyed a lot that has to do with hip hop. I'm myself and a people's person, and from where I come from, I can reflect from the way people view and talk to me. What I feel through this shit. So I mean, I don't and this understanding is abanye abantu babhala izinto just for the sake of label a certain article in magazine for baby, okanye on a page or a post or whatever, or trolling, whatever. I live this shit. I live this shit. I live by it. On a daily, I wake up, sleep, sometimes I'm not even feeling like I'm living it in Aha. I'm like in my own zone.
Yeah.
You dig those moments when you on the headphones and shit. You in a taxi, you going somewhere and you're motivated and shit.
Yeah.
And then nobody knows what the fuck like you even in perception of your surroundings. But everybody's thinking that look, I lost or whatever. But you're there, you with them. But while you're amongst them and shit. That's how hip hop makes me feel. That's how it began with me. I don't know if I'm going out of content from.
I know.
But basically what I'm trying to say, Uzama was a person who I knew because of he rap, and that was like Itlashali VHS.
Yes.
And then Uzama came from a New Brighton. Yeah, well, I'm still on that point, on that tip by a New Brighton, they molded me as an MC because I met a chematic flow. Yeah, one of it, I met a subtile, or chains, one of it, or rush, spheric box, where it became evident to made my first appearance on Wax. When I was rapping Spheric box.
The album.
That's most like the dopest shit like I've heard in a while after PE. In terms of skill, MC, punching, that draw boom bap. That even right now, years later, you can still like relate from that shit. In your headphones, in your car, whatever. So I came from that. These guys were on some other shit, like for me to even comprehend for one day. That's why I had to go back. It was on some tip like whereby sustainable. I had this camouflage. It was my signature backpack. It had like TDKs, like we were talking outside, bus fare, that BSF, whatever cassette, any cassette, I would dub over those taxi jams. Remember, this is Zamalek and Easy, and
I remember that.
I would dub over, I would make my parents mad for that shit. I would dub over everything and get some shit because I used to have friends like that were like studying about my job bag, and then niggas would like dub sessions or skido, YFM, and then come back. I got introduced to Abu Pro Kid that way. Yes. Before I had Abu Heads and Tails and shit, hitting this kid like with my other eye. I see him at the day morning with my other eye. And I'm like, whoa! And then you can tell this motherfucker's like almost your age and shit. If it's not your age or he's a kid and shit, but it's like it is inspiring you. It's inspiring you to like do the shit that you've been listening to for almost it means. So Uzama, umama yakhe apparently wachadele tinarha. Uchadela kwakhe tinarha. They had ilanuka tavern. Uzama ke caba ke waye no Pac-Man edlalisa nama video. So I went to peep there. I love the arcade games. So went to peep there. My favorite was Uraiden there. Pagoye. Used to play that. So this kid was wearing these rings. Pick shovel and a sword. Hey, those were familiar. I said, nah, those were familiar. I said, no, we bought them from Mark Hems. There are people like, I said, for something, but this motherfucker loves hip hop. Album, CD, Grave Diggers. Pick the shovel and the sword, that album. I don't know if it's the right combination, but that album.
Yes. So
I'm like, nigga. Record that studio mix. One of it too. 0 hours old and shit. And so, I nigga had So
Yes.
from there on, we started exchanging. One nigga bo Capodona, I had some shit now, my collection, so I'm introduced her to my shit, then all cool kids, used to like be on cool kids from the Little Lounge and shit. So we started exchanging number, so I had to went to see his wood. Once I was there, man, this nigga we clicked like that. I had to like stay for like a month or so collecting just tapes. That's when I was introduced to
Spheric box.
Spheric box. But it started off like with niggas from Kinetic Flow going over at Kiflet in the Slalagoyo. And then we used to record ourselves in karaoke because there was a cypher every time niggas were around. The niggas were inspired that way by the time I was around. So started knowing Abu J Bugs, started knowing a lot of cats. Even cats from our hood, like Nazo, fucking with cats from here, about JR, about Mike G and stuff. So I was like, the scene was more active here that time.
Than Etinaha. Okay, so that's why you were always this side.
Exactly. So Etinaha, it was more challenging for me, but it was always on some good vibe with the cats from there who were into hip hop. Like I started meeting about catalysts, a lot of niggas, but niggas always in terms of banana, even no cooler, niggas like hey man, no. You start conversations of like that with me, like sometimes you're in cafes, because I'm more like wow,
laid back or like that.
Sometimes we understand. Call me upset. I said I'm upset. Upset. Because when I'm busy, so what the fuck? You never put it or whatever. That used to be old school joke in high school. But hey, imagine doing a track like you performing with niggas like, and then it's time for you to rap the mic, and then this nigga's like, hey, dad. So we used to vision, but would we ever grow old in this shit, or we will be ashamed? We are ashamed at a certain point to grab mics or like with life changes or certain stages of life that we reach as men or people.
Yeah, but I think what I wanted to know, when it comes to that, you're saying Ibraz figures dita. I think it's the challenge. It's about respect. Like as known as respect. So just because I'm into hip hop, my nigga, you get cats like that. So
exactly. But I always felt like as in those libas are Indonesians.
Okay.
I would like to see if you respect me for more than Ubandi Uta.
That makes sense.
Sometimes they fall short into recognizing by in the
first place.
And then they miss the opportunity to even meet the real me. Because Abandu they have misconceptions about Umdu before they even know who a person is. So you be in places where they don't even know the term da. And they'll call you in a familiar term, and you can feel this motherfucker I'm not the type to spark a fight just because I'm pissed off the way you talking to me and quasi whatever. I like to read situations. So I've been like places like, for example, where I've met dudes talking languages that I don't understand, and then in a certain way I can feel like this motherfucker is talking ill about me. I have my own ways of challenging that motherfucker to give me attention if we're in the same spot and I'm able to and I want to. I'll challenge the motherfucker because this is a free world. I'm not the type to let shit by. So almost most of my life I've been like that.
Okay. My next question would be, before we even go to like your music, what would you say when what type of a rapper are you? Like when it comes to your writing skill, or like you said, you were in boom bap and you that old school, but your sound, you're like by my sound.
Okay. Yeah. My sound is mostly a journey.
Okay.
A journey of me. I've said, I've seen shit. I've been through, like, people like can't even like imagine or understand that are hopefully in a way the way I'm painting my words and my making my music brings a certain understanding to exactly how I feel, because I feel like I have a lot to say and my music is just mainly about me and but I know what I've been through, and in a way that I chose a platform lena boom bap apha kwi-rap yabona to express it, and I'm an MC, so I won't like come forth as your sometimes I'll metaphorically go about something I wanna just to make a point, put something else in a scheme, and then play around until I reach to a point where I always try to be creative. In a way, because people like be like it's done. Well then, that boom bap shit, you can say nothing new. That shit is nobody be in my shoes and shit. Nobody like knows what I wake up fucking to. Like nobody seen what I seen. You can relate. You can relate, but can you like actually see it in my eyes and shit. So I always felt like even I relate to a lot of niggas. Exactly, it's exactly what led me to love and understand hip hop. The stories that were told, I could relate, a lot, so much that I could identify myself with some of these niggas. Sometimes you can picture situations. But this nigga was probably doing this and this to add got to that situation. I listen to music like that. I listen to this motherfucker like he's sitting right here with me. I will talk about him like he's right here. No nigga, and this nigga just got to this point. So for this punch to even come at this point, for like the creative part now, more to the point where niggas. Like niggas that I work with. What I really doing. I like that thing of beka into ngexesha elithile, like use timing. Ngexesha elithile. Go on, beka into ethile ngexesha. People like bangayiva mhlambi what you were trying to do mhlambi 5 years after. But I always find that I always get that. Like I was talking earlier about this Spheric box and shit. I listen to that shit and be like, wow. This shit today,
it's still relevant.
It's still relevant. Even some of the music that I've made in the past, like
speaking about the music you've made in the past, starting from Spheric box, you say that's where you started, making appearances and on tracks. Can you get us through like your let's say your albums or your EP, that music that you've put out, starting from Spheric box onwards?
What I can begin to say cleaner a part is that I don't know if you would call it your ignorance, yamabomu. Remember the ignorance we was talking about? Okanye. Sometimes this music though azambanga goshobo are always bland. But I'm still here hoping whatever I'm doing is on my gosh. So beginning to say I made my first appearance in Spheric box. Spheric boxes from New Brighton. The niggas, when they were starting the crew, I was there. And then they started inviting me over, get sessions so we started making tracks. And the shit was dope, so they put it out. I think that was about like 2003, 2004.
Yes.
Yeah, well, so from there on, what did I do from there on? Shit. I started working with Abo Catalyst.
Yes.
Abo Size Mike, Abo OD Slash. No, I'm lying. That is 2006. Right before that, me and Zama worked on my first EP. It was called Drunken Style.
Yes.
Bro, I swear to God, that's the dopest shit, and I don't have it. I like to. I don't know why I'm even speaking about it. I told myself like, forget about that project. Nobody has it too, and like Petinaha, one of these buyers. Yeah, bro. And the stuff I did, Ilano Suka or type of spot in the pen, and then you're gone.
Yeah.
And then from there on, you come back, PC broke, Kanye hard drive is not there, back up. Hey, we came a long way with this thing. I literally started off from about karaoke.
Yes.
And shit.
Yeah.
Then self-learning with PC and shit like that. Yabo? Yonke into uyifunda ngoske yenzeke.
Yeah.
So it's been a learning process, my whole musical catalog. Yeah. So we went from Ukwenza Drunken Style, which was produced by myself, Yonke. Yabo. I think I have like two features, I think, Uzama and I can't even remember.
You can't even remember.
Yeah.
It's a long
so
time.
from there on, let me forget that project. What? But from there, I went to Ulanduga, U-Town mixtape, Uitenhage mixtape. Nabo Sasienza, no Catalyst, Nabo Size Mike, Nabo OD Slash, Nabo Ginger. There was a lot of cats. Nabo
Testy Blade.
Yeah. A lot of us, man. You wanna the spirit, love is sitinaha, and then Kaloba amongst the vibe, sitinaha in that form and manner. I mean, as much as we used to do in a backpack, a square in a chabavu.
Yes.
I started off in this thing I saw Kwapai Brighton. Kusiwa for a poetry session, Kunalo Cherry, and the Sunday, niggas J, we started spitting, niggas sharing poems. But now we can do this outside for their heads, and I started inviting them, called it backpack, took spray.
Yeah.
Jay, come Nandi on Sundays there, when I started in too. So from there on, started getting introduced to Cats Kulayo, about cat gang dibana nabo sebe-producer yabo kanti nabo bane-history abadaziyo kuyo because there were shows dala phakathi narha like first act yabo which involved genres from traditional to eziningi so sikhulele kulaa nto isenzeka phakathi narha yabo isenziwa I think i-organization yapha e-library yapha kwaNobuhle. So every year there was a competition. So bathi xa bedescribe ke bona ke yo qala kwam amazi upset yo uva nje ke la gama uyazi ba yo la nika leya bona zazinto. So when I'm an MC ndikhule nge format ba kill shit basi ya ikicipher siyo kill shit if I'm going on a track you kill shit naphanga track if bana ba Jay, basically, you can even call it this way. We have you kill the shit, play shit. So, the colleague format, I'm rapping. So, hence, you find me as a MC or on the punches who's still on boom bap or something format. So, the more about the killer shit. Yabo zokili shit nangoku. Yabona la. But ke ngoku the penmanship has evolved. Yeah, well, I don't know from it's still the same message being conveyed. Yeah, well, and a lot of stories like added up. Yeah, but the pen just has went through so much. It can't be the same no more. J.
Okay.
So, and I'm a very competitive artist.
Yeah.
Well, and the kill shit. You gotta step on another head to be on top.
On top.
Like J, I got it. One nigga of mine once said, if in the Awokuyo, I'm gonna beef, and then he dead is up.
Yes. I can relate to that.
He dead is in Abo. So yeah, it was always like that again. When we see each other on the streets with battles, it's always on the pavement, freestyles and cooler that. Like it used to be different from now, the way we used to like do things. You used to like see us the whole day. You see Amber from that point to that point, they were rapping, they're beatboxing, they wanna gathered up with friends as a library in town, battling. Hey now, yo, lot of admin, yo, it means in J. Sure.